Shabbat Shalom. In this week's parsha, Parshat Vaetchanan, we read about the 10 commandments. And in the 10 commandments, we are told, commandment number 5, Kaved et avicha v'timecha, honor your father and mother, leman yarichun yamecha, in order that you may live a good and long life on the land that God has given you. This commandment to honor your parents is defined by the Torah as the hardest commandment in the entire Torah. And the question becomes, why is it so hard? Surely, as a child, I have to have gratitude for my parents for what they have done. If someone has given me a gift of $100,000 or $1 million, surely I should have the gratitude and the feeling to say, thank you so much for what you've done for me. How can I ever repay you? Let me repay you the debt. Whatever you need, I will help you with. That is when it comes to a business contract. That is when it comes to a loan to help you out of strife. But when it comes to our parents, who thinks in those sort of terms? Our parents we argue with, we fight with. Why must I take off the table? Why must I clean up my stuff? Leave me alone. I'm my own person. And to be honest, as I'm growing through life and journeying through life, and in my role as a rabbi, I see this all the time, that the role of parent and relationship to child. And most of us, when we're reflecting upon the relationship of parent and child, we think to ourselves, how do I respect my parents when I'm young? Am I able to stop what I'm doing to answer their call? Do I stop what I'm doing when they walk in from work, get up and greet them, say hello? Am I able to look up from the screen and say, hi dad, hi mom, how are you? How was your day? How do I respond to them? And generally, the attitude of youth today is that the level of respect for parents has certainly diminished over time compared to what it was when I was growing up, and certainly the way my parents speak about my grandparents and how they were raised. So there's a change, and respecting of our parents certainly goes down. And that's why it is such a hard commandment to honor our parents. But I believe that the challenge of honoring our parents is not one that only applies when we are young and we are growing up. It applies equally our whole life. The Torah does not give an age limit. You shall honor your parents till the age of 25, till the age of 15. It says, Kaved et avicha v'timecha, honor your father and your mother without any age limitations there. And this is where it becomes incredibly difficult. What happens when our parents become old, when they become infirm, when they need us? How do we react then? When our children need us, we will drop everything for them. We do everything for them. If we have to clean up after them 100 times, we'll do. If we have to stop a business meeting, take our kids to their friends, to take them shopping no problem whatsoever, because they're our children. But when we have to look after our parents as they age, then all of a sudden the response is very difficult and very different. And there is anger and there's resentment as a child towards the parents. And I think the reason is primarily like this. Our parents were there raising us, and we were the child. Now we become the parent to our parents, who become the children. The roles are reversed. And when the roles are reversed, it becomes much more difficult to deal with. They say that one per mother can raise 10 children, but 10 children cannot care for one mother. And this is so true. And thus the Torah says, Kaved et avicha v'timecha, honor your father and the mother, is the hardest commandment. It's hard when we're young and we want our own lives, and we feel our parents are restricting us. But how much harder is it when we get older and our parents need us even more? How do we deal with the old parents? How do we deal with our responsibility to our parents when they are infirm? I had a congregant recently who for the last 10 years has been caring for their mother. Why? Because they made a promise to their father when he died that they would never let their mother go into an old age home. They would care for him. And they said to me, they never realized how hard that promise was going to be to keep. How many nights they will be spending not at home, but with their parents, so that with their mother. How many times they have to spend sleeping at the hospital with their mother. How they had to put their lives on hold for their mother. Now we do this as parents for our children. It's so much harder to do this as children for our parents. And thus the Torah says, Kaved et avicha v'emecha, honor your father and your mother is the hardest commandment. But the Torah makes the following thing. Only twice will the Torah make this following promise. Leman yarichun yamecha, in order that you will live, enjoy a long life. And I say to parents who are dealing with their elderly parents, just remember, the way you treat your parents is how your children will treat you, because they are watching how you are treating your parents, and they'll learn from them how to treat and respect you. Kaved et avicha ve'etimecha. There is no time limit, and it is the hardest commandment. Shabbat Shalom. Hi, this is Rabbi Lewin. If you've enjoyed the content of the sermons and the ideas that have been expressed in the YouTube video, please hit that first subscription button and notification bell, and share the videos with friends. We'd love to grow the channel and love to engage with you. Please share your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing day.